Now I want y'all to see this. I just come from the United States District Court where we got the National Guard standing at the subway station, guarding the subway station. And I want y'all to see this right now. Where he at? We got a DC police officer guarding the 7-Eleven, y'all. Hey, this is, I mean, somebody tell me what the fuck is going on in America today. We got the local police guarding 7-Elevens, and we got the National Guards patrolling and guarding the infrastructures and the citizens. I don't understand this. What are we paying these guys here for? What are we paying these guys here for? He's at the 7-Eleven, sitting up here at the Exxon gas station, guarding the Exxon gas station. This shit is crazy, y'all. Look at that shit. He's at a gas station, the Exxon gas station, sitting over there doing nothing. Look at it. This is called 4031, y'all. Guarding the 7-Eleven, y'all. You can't make this shit up. I mean, we got the National Guards and the feds doing these guys' job, and they lured them to doing security work for big people's investment. And this is why I tell you people, you got to start going at the rich people investment and going into their pockets, because this is what this country law enforcement has become today. He's sitting over here guarding a 7-Eleven and an Exxon gas station instead of patrolling the streets. From what the president said, the crime rate is bad in DC. So why are we sitting here guarding a $1 billion business, $2 billion business? Watch this, I'm gonna make it move, watch that. Here's another one coming down the street right here. And he's got the car running. Oh, that's a housing security guard. Oh shit, we got two of them in here. There's two officers sitting in here, y'all. On their cell phone. They don't even know I'm sitting right here, y'all. I'm sitting down on this railing right here. They don't even know. Watch this, watch this. We got two officers sitting here. He said he don't care nothing about that. This is called 4031. He said he don't care nothing about me recording him. So let's sit here and just record him. This is the arrogance of these individuals. He waved his hand. He don't care that they recording him or not. He just sitting here milking the taxpayers, guarding a $1 billion business. you have the National Guard and the federal government doing their jobs while they sit around doing security work for big business. They on the notebook, playing on the notebook. They playing on the notebook. Look at them. Then they're playing on the notebook. But this is what law enforcement has become today in America. You know, harassing citizens and not doing their job. So this is why we have to bring the feds into DC, taxpayers, because you got your guys sitting here guarding 7-Eleven and big Exxon gas station. Fucking crazy. And they don't care. They don't care. As long as they picking up that welfare check, that's all they care about. We got over $200,000 sitting right here in this car, or more than, just say, let's say $100,000 of your tax dollars just sitting in this car right here, doing nothing. This is a patrol car. It should be out patrolling the neighborhoods where the feds are doing their job. And the driver waved his hand like, so what? He don't care. And that's the attitude they got. And I'm telling you taxpayers something. If lawyers and judges have to go to school to be lawyers and judges, why aren't we making these guys do the same thing? They milking the clock, sitting here doing nothing. I'm gonna milk the clock right along with them until they decide they want to leave. Your taxes keep going up, and it's going up paying their salaries to sit and guard big businesses. This is out of the 4th district, y'all. This is car 4031, extorting the taxpayers of DC. I was going to say Prince George's County, but DC. We got over $100,000 sitting right here guarding rich people's investment, while you hard-earned citizens are trying to find out how you're going to pay your rent, your mortgage, put food on your children's table. And we got these two making over $100,000 a year sitting here guarding rich people's investment. Exxon and 7-Eleven, yo. Ain't this some shit? And we got the feds running around DC doing their job. Look at this shit, yo. I'm gonna put the 7-Eleven in, but this is a Exxon gas station right here, yo. Instead of them patrolling the neighborhoods, they're sitting here with the car running, extorting money from the taxpayers of the District of Columbia while the federal officers are doing their job. And then people want to cry about why the federal officers here. Because this is your police force right here. This is your police force right here. Keep looking out the door. Let me stand over here so you can see me. We got two officers inside this cruiser. How you doing, young lady? They're guarding Exxon and 7-Eleven, y'all. Rich people's investment. Burning up the taxpayers' gas, getting that welfare check, extorting money from the taxpayers to guard Exxon gas station and the 7-Eleven. $2 billion business who can hire security to sit here and do the same thing. And just like this, the driver of this car says he don't care, waving his hand, because the supervisors don't care. And the chief don't care. And then when you get to the point where you look at this whole scenario, we got the federal government on the grounds of the District of Columbia. And that's who these guys are here. See, MP, DC. We got the federal officers doing their job and the National Guard while they sit and guard 7-Elevens and Exxon. Rich people's investment. Ain't that some shit? And they don't give a fuck. We got to get a police force in America that is honorable. These guys aren't honorable. They one level up from thugs. That's all they are. They think somebody owed them something. He chewing on his lip now, the driver. Let's lock him up, y'all. Let's lock him up. But we got to stop this, y'all. We got to get honorable people in the office to run this kind of shit here, that we are not having our officers sitting around on rich people investment doing security work instead of patrolling the neighborhoods where the people pay for their salaries. These individuals, the 7-Eleven and Exxon, make enough money they can hire a security company to come out here and sit where these guys are sitting, while they patrol the neighborhoods. You keep looking up, passenger, keep looking up here. Look how long they sitting here and they're playing on the computer. They're not doing any work. They're playing on the computer. But you citizens, you need to complain to your city council and whatever. If these guys were out patrolling the neighborhood, catching criminals, you wouldn't have the feds and the National Guard in your city. Stop all that fake ass deterring crime. Well, that's kind of funny. If you deterring crime, why is the feds locking people up? That's what I don't understand. If these guys are deterring crime, but the feds are locking people up every day. So why aren't these guys locking up? Because they just as corrupt. It's a sad day in America, y'all. Look how long they sitting here. And they're not doing the work. They're playing on that notebook. And the funny thing about it is this. When the cameraman comes, I would have cranked that car up and put it in drive and rolled off, even if I wasn't doing nothing. But these are the most arrogant individuals out here when they put these uniforms on. Uneducated. I would make it, if I was the chief of police, I would make it known. If somebody put a camera on you, drive away. But their arrogance won't let them do that, because they think they're superior to somebody. Tax dollars hard at work, y'all. Ain't that some shit? I will pay these guys minimum wage. Minimum wage, because they ain't doing shit. You got the federal government in here locking people up, catching people, and then you got 2 officers of the District of Columbia sitting here doing nothing. Doing nothing. Extorting money from the taxpayers of DC. It's crazy. It is crazy. And this is why you have federal officers and the National Guard in your city, citizens of DC. This right here. Tax dollars at work, man. And when you citizens start coming together and saying we're not taking this no more, then you'll see a change in this country. But right now, it's every man for himself. And you are never going to have a country that's right when you have this kind of stuff here. Look how long we've been waiting. They sitting here extorting money. They getting ready to leave right now. Cause I put the clock up there. They getting ready to leave because they show how long they've been just sitting here. Look at it. Look at it. That's what you should have did the first time. Now they're gonna go hide out somewhere else. Unbelievable. Extorting money from the taxpayers of DC. Guarding rich people's investment. They're gonna go down there and they're gonna turn around and come back. That's what they do. That's what they should have did the first time. But we got the National Guard in DC. They doing their job for them. I can guarantee you, they're gonna go down there and turn around and come back and sit. Y'all stay tuned. More to come.